Hello and welcome to the STB Racing League Season 21 here for the Australian Grand Prix at Tier 3 for this race on a Wednesday as per usual. We are back at the Melbourne Park Circuit, Albert Park Circuit here in Melbourne, wrong way around that, as we are seeing Santos go in the last corner and it's gone wide. McKindo is currently on provisional pole with an 18.449. Dangerman just snuggled out behind him with a 0.5. Some people still see a lot of stiff track now. It's always a bit of a difficulty around here. It's difficult to get an absolute slapping lap in here. It's very easy to track extend in very lap times. So we will see what happens, but for right now, we've got a lot of cars coming out for the outlaps now. Quite late, so like 2 minutes to go. Message from Sean. Stay on board. It's a good person, right? Stay on board with Dangerman here. Pepper not crash into the barriers. Would be a good start. Right, just coming last corner. Diaz open. Cheers retired. He's crashed out at turn 2. Unless he's just on his lap. I'm not sure. I think he just crashed out on his lap. Here he goes. Yep, there he is on this with the wheel missing. Danger now down into turn 3. Brake just after the 100-meter board. The car rotates in, carries as much speed as possible. 3rd to 4th gear corner, still preference. Oh, a bit cautious there, a bit of short shifting, a bit hard to tell with the glitchiness of the revs. It's difficult to see how the car's wheel spinning or not. But he's 2 tenths up. Ah, he's gone wide and he's got away with it. I've seen some people get less wide than that and get penalised for it. It's weird to try this track. Very weird. But he's 2 tenths up. Let's see what his delta is coming through here. Very short sector now because of this cutout. He's lost a little bit of time, but not massive. Oh, look a bit wide. Yep, he just a minor skew wide, and he's just got invalidated for it. It's not the first drive for that to happen. He's going to continue to see what lap he's going to do anyway. Looking pretty good. Rafita has retired. It was Hybrid was going to join, but Rafita's beaten him to it. It's a full lobby now. So Hybrid unfortunately will not be able to race now. Rafita's now took his last car. I don't see what Danger would have done. It's an 18.2. That would have been pole position, but Callum's just beaten that, so he wouldn't be on pole anyway. Dangerman goes straight on. Let's on board with McKindo. See what he does in the second sector. Poncho's retired. He's half tenth down, so he's not improving. Oh, there's a car out. Might have disrupted him a little bit. It's a couple of cars spun there, so not been the cleanest throughs for McKindo. Carrying through the penultimate corner into the last corner here. See what you can do. Use half tenth down for the second sector, but this is where all the corners are. Coming across the line. It's improved to P2, but still 2 tenths off Callum. Alpha's retired, going to the pit lane, so he's not improving. I think that's it. It's just Maldi left, and he's invalidated his lap time again. He's invalidated, I think, 4 times in a row here. And he's invalidated, he's invalidated, he's invalidated, and he's invalidated. He went twice on the same tyres, came out again, invalidated it, came out again, invalidated it, and he's invalidated it again. It's so crucial just to get your lap in. If you just keep, you have to. Problem is Maldi, he lets the stress get to him, and he just makes the mistakes. He's not keeping calm, and because he's annoyed, he's trying to push. But because he's trying to push, he's just making minor mistakes, and it's just putting him wide. Like I say, just for your first lap, just keep it 2 wheels on the curb. Just do not let those inside tyres go any wider, and just keep the car on the track. Don't try to push limits. Try and aim to not use the curb at all, because then if you do go wide, you've got the curb there to add to the buffer zone. Obviously, when it comes to your proper last lap, you're obviously going to use every single inch of the circuit. But we're just waiting for somebody now, waiting for Danger Man to retire. Just putting his tyre blankets on, when the tyre blankets are on, there we go. So here is your final qualifying positions here. We've got Callum on pole position here at tier 3 for Australia. We've got McKindo. We've got German 2 and 3. McKindo behind Callum on the front row. Then we've got Dangerman in P3, Interpazza in P4, Alphas in P5, Memo P6. Good, decent qualifying with him. Shear, a lot better this race compared to yesterday. Urani P8, Pirol P9, quite impressive by him. Destroy P10, Moncho P11, Tekas P12. Matador had a 5-second time penalty for collision, I think, with McKindo. I think it was. We've got Lomlin P14, and obviously then we've got Juan Sant Maldi not able to do a lap, and Rafita not able to do a lap, and Anita didn't able to do a lap, and Rawarski did not do a lap either. So a lot of people not doing laps, and like I say, that's crucial. Like, you could have shaken up a lot if it just got the laps in. But unfortunately, because you're just not getting your lap in, you're just going to be right at the back of the grids. Like, you just need to find that banker in first. It's so important. Even just a banker here will just put you ahead of all the other people. Even if you just just do the lap, and then it will just put you ahead of everyone else that hasn't set a lap. So at least you gain your places that way. Right. Strategy is... the main strategy is mediums to hards, about 30 laps on the mediums, 40 laps on the mediums, and then on the hards for the rest of the race. You can do hards to softs if you wanted to. Those softs will be very, very quick. It'll be very useful at the start, obviously with the extra traction and the extra grip you have. Obviously they'll fall off very quickly, and those mediums will be fast after about 5 or 6 laps. Softs don't last very long, but they're very, very, very quick. So if you can get as hard to last, and then you can get on those softs at the very last end of the race, you're going to be rapid. You're going to be 2 seconds, 3 seconds a lot faster. Let's see, tier 3 are not known for their alternation strategies. We've got a few changes. We've got Paz's on the hards, we've got Lonely on the softs. You've got also Matador on the softs. Matador always seems to go for the softer strategy, so I'm not surprising there, but mostly sticking onto the mediums. So Callum leads in the way. Pazza's going to really concentrate getting his tyres warmed up nicely. His hard's going to be a little bit more difficult to warm up here. Obviously, new challenge for these drivers, this new circuit here in Australia. There's always a new twist for them. Some of these might be the first time driving this circuit, for all we know. I'm sure with these changes, also people will have played it when it first came out. Race predictions? I don't know, to be honest. Could be anyone's race, but I think Callum looks like he's in a good spot at the moment. But McKindo, I think they can't take up Dangerman. Dangerman was pretty quick. He would have been P2 with his lap if he didn't get it invalidated. That dispatch came that we're coming up to now. So I don't know. I'm gonna say Callum. I've got a feeling Dangerman might do something here. Callum just seems a bit more of a side driver with Dangerman. I think he's just a bit smoother, he is. So I'm gonna go Dangerman. Screw it. Pazza, well, he won't begin winning the race if he keeps doing that. Lomlin and Matador can't risk taking too much to life out of these tyres, and we've got an Alpine going very slow here. Not sure what's going on there. We've got massive gaps. We've got some cars already going through already going to the grid slots, and these cars are still going through the third, back at the end of the third sector. We've got massive gaps here. We've got McLaren, we've got Memo. He's going to get penalised here. I'm sorry, you can't make it. That gap is humongous. Got to be some sort of ban, a qualifying ban or something, because you can't keep doing this. It's massive. It's just weighs everyone up. Rawarski's got to catch up here. Not sure. I know he's banned, but I don't know how he's this far behind. The street's also got disqualified. Anyone that's disqualified is not parked in the slots properly. Tekka's also got disqualified as well, so just going to put you further back than you want to. Nice, he's just parking his slot now, and he's just done it nicely. Right, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. It's lights out, and we've got a bit of a delayed start. The delayed starts are back, ladies and gentlemen. Now the lights are out. Now, and now they've gone. It's lights out and away we go. It's a good start. McLaren's had a really bad start at the back. That's for Fita having a shocking start there. And it's a great start by Callum. He seems to be holding in. Got a Red Bull on the inside. That's Pazza up the inside on those hards. Up the inside of Dangerman. Dangerman has lost the place to the Red Bull. As they come down there, McLaren trying on the grass here. It's Memo. He's trying to get side by side with Shearer. Shearer's got the inside line going to here, but now Memo's got the inside line, sorry. And then it's ghosting in each other. A bit of a lag here, I think. Not looking very comfortable, Shearer. He's got the 2 Alpha Towers behind him. We've got Mancho. Mancho's round. He seems to get out the barriers. There's also an Alpha Towers. Anita is also span round as well. Matador's lost a few places off the start on those softs. Not a great start for him. They're not using those softs very useful. As Loman is having a decent start as well. He's on the softs at the moment. He's going to use those as an advantage while he's got them. They won't last very long. That's kind of held the lead for now. Watch out for his track limits. I think somehow Anita's somehow spun out down a straight. I've seen that a lot in tier 2. I don't know how people are spinning there. I don't know what they've got to do to spin that far down a straight. I know it's not quite straight, but there's no way you can spin it unless you crash into the barriers on purpose. McKindo can't let Callum get away. Pazza on his hard is already out of DRS here. His tyres are naturally going to be about 6/10 slower per lap, and Dangerman's going to get held up by this. But he's not exactly trailing Pazza closely either, to be honest. As we come around, navigate to the first lap, Callum leads the way. Followed by McKindo, Pazza, Dangerman, Alpha Z. Pirlo is doing pretty well. Oh, he's gone off the track there, not really great. But Pirlo's looking pretty decent around here. He's in the back of the grid. Oh, there's a nasty Martin, that's Shearer! And Shearer's done what he's done loads often back in Saudi Arabia. He was right at the back of the grid most of the race, and he kept making mistakes, and he's shown that again. He's making mistakes, hit the barriers, he's lost his end plate. And that's him out of this fight. He's now right at the back of the grid, and he's got damage. He's got to have to pit, as Memo's in the pits for a set of hard, so he's out of damage somewhere along the way, and I think he's just gone straight on Shearer. Trying to crash his car on purpose, and now retired on the circuit. It should do what I did and kept on going. I got a podium in the end after breaking my front wing off the first lap. So, bad sportsmanship there by the Aston Martin driver. Did all this practice, all this qualifying, and then you just go retire because you can't be arsed. And it's caused our safety car. No, I think it's a virtual safety car. And it's already gone back up to... Oh, no, it's just because it's yellow flags in all 3 sectors, not because it's a virtual safety car. Sorry, it never comes up with the safety car. It just brings up yellow flags in all 3 sectors. But because there was actually yellow flags in all 3 sectors, I thought it was a virtual safety car. McKindo is keeping up with Callum here. It's actually going faster than the Callum right now. Those hards just not quite keeping up. They'll work, it'll come out. Oh no! He's lost the rear end and Dangerman's got through. And that's exactly what Dangerman needed. He's now set free on those mediums. He now needs to push. While he's on those softer tyres, he needs to push to catch back up to McKindo. Does he have the pace though? That's the question. Pazza's struggling on those hards. To be expected. They're obviously just going to take a few more laps to really kick in. And as a fly round, that's Matador. Very common to see Matador making mistakes. And he is round at turn 1 and 2. So, not a great start for him on those soft tyres. I don't want to know what it's like going to be when he gets on those hards. Oh no. Anyway. Maldi, he's up at the back of Tekka's here. Tekka's got near S left. Maldi's up the inside. Into the chicane. He's going to make the move done before this corner. And Maldi's got the move done. And he's got DRS just to add the cherry on top. So, very nice stuff by Maldi. He's up at the P6. He was down in, what, P16 for the start of the race or something like that? He's already up at the P6. What a great start here by SC Maldi. He's not very good in qualifying, but it comes to the race. He comes into little own sometimes. When Maldi does settle down, he does have a good race. He just needs to keep it calm here. And there's a bit of a collision here. Got Matador and Memo having a bit of playing some dancing some Tonga together. Don't know what's going on there. McKindo's still not quite. Oh, there's more yellow flags. McLaren. That's Mafita. I think it's just a mistake somewhere. Front wing's intact. Oh, Rebel off the circuit. That's Sant. Can't be that too many times. Got Distry just on the back of Lomelin. Lomelin's struggling on those softs already. Tyres are probably overheating. And after he's round again, he's about to get lapped already by Callum. It's just literally a few seconds behind. Lomelin's a bit laggy right now. I don't want to be Distry right now. Aldi needs to pull a DRS off Tekers now. Got to close that gap on Alpha Z. He's currently getting held up by Pazza on those hards. Ronnie's got a 3-second time penalty. First person to do so. A lot quicker, a lot better than Tier 2. Tier 2, I think I found somebody on a penalty after like 2 laps. Penalties were quite poor yesterday in terms of track limits. So Tier 3's already doing better. What Tier 2 was doing. Got new flags. Not sure who that's for. Oh, we've got somebody inside here. We've got Distry up the inside of Rosky, and it's just not worked out. Didn't quite commit. DRS open, but Rosky's now on the back of his Lomelin. Mathdor is out. He's retired in the pit lane. Rosky's looking inside. Lomelin actually cut himself there. Bit of lag. Again, not quite comfortable with that. DRS open. Lomelin seems to be running low wings. Horowski's up the inside. A lot more lag here. That's Lomelin's not having great connection at the moment. Tekers has got a penalty. Trying to keep it on Maldi. It's going to hurt him for the rest of the race. Now got Alpine off. Anita is off at the third sector. He's actually gone straight on. And safety car is out. That's still his saving grace for Lomelin. So it's Shia. He retired. And now you've retired. You can't come back from it. So Shia is out of this race. Mathdor could actually, if he kept going, he would have got the safety car. So it's proves that sometimes just retiring it's not a good idea. So safety car is out here at Australia. They're staying out, which is to be expected, to be honest. The hards won't make it that far. Pazza, I think he won't mind this, to be honest. It's too early to pit. Loman might pit because staying on his softs, he's just got to pit again in about 4 laps time. Yep, in the pits he goes on the softs. Softs haven't worked out for him, but he wanted to. I'm presuming a set of hards. Whether it will get him to the end is another question. They were struggled in Tier 1. There was a pit stop around. There was a safety car around the same time. I think like 5, I think it was. And they struggled to get those hards to the end. So most of them, I think all of them, well, I think quite a few of them pitted in the end. And then the safety car came out and the rest of them pitted after that. I think only a couple pitted before the safety car at the end of the race. And after the end of the race, I think everyone pitted for the soft tyres because the hards were struggling. Do that mean that? So the hards can do about 20 laps, 21 maybe, 25 is just pushing it. Right, so Callum has caught up to the back of the Aston Martin safety car. Followed by McKindo, Dangerman, Pazza, Mauli's now right at the back of Pazza now, and Alpha after this because of the safety car. So Mauli's probably having a little bit of mood now than it was before. Going to make sure I keep myself sort of awake during this race because I wait for the 2 McLarens. Memo always seems to find himself about a half a lap behind for some reason. He's come on a set of tyres. I've already done 1 lap, but I think he's going to do what I did and go on the mediums and then go on the softs in the race, which I would prefer. To be honest, I would prefer being on the mediums, be so much quicker. But the difference was that wasn't a grid, that was mostly on hards at that point. Everyone played for the hards, I went for the mediums, so I had an advantage at that point. So when the rest of the grids are already on mediums still, it kind of takes that advantage out the window. So, trying to close the grid here, might be at least another lap yet. Waiting for Memo to try and catch up here. Pirilov, such a good start. It's decided to pick for hards. Not sure if that was the way to go, to be honest. I mean, you could try and make it to the end, but it's going to be difficult. It's going to be very difficult getting those tyres at the end. Not sure why Fleeta's trying to warm his tyres up. He's got another 5 laps to go yet. Another 2 laps to go yet before the safety car comes in. That's so much I can say, really. Obviously, with that crash with the obviously Shear's instant. Obviously, he retired. Got Mastor retired. He was after multiple spins, and obviously Nida had that crash into the sector, which caused the safety car. She only left, so she had witnessed all this. Saw as the safety car came out, probably fuming now that there's a safety car. Told you, you just don't give up. When it's in the first couple of laps, you just can't give up too early. Anything can happen, and literally 2 laps later, the safety car came out. So she has stayed out, pitted, be on the safety car, be the back of this grid right now. Ready to go again. Nope. Retired, you're out this race, you retired on your own front, you try to take your own car out. Not sure why you wouldn't do that. Unless you absolutely know. But you shouldn't be doing that anyway, you should be taking your car out in the process. Yeah, 1 more lap of safety car as Memo finally gets up to the back of this grid here. Is McLaren at the back here. That being back in Bahrain in real life. McLaren last. Anyway, waiting for the safety car to go. I'm still on with Callum winning this race, to be honest. Paz is probably a good thing for him on his hards because he's gained that disadvantage, that gap he lost being on those hards. But now these mediums are starting to start going off soon. These hards are going to be in a better place than they were on lap 1, so it shouldn't be as bad for Pazza to keep up now. It's a bit warmer for him now, not gonna lie. It doesn't feel much cooler than it was when I was driving on Monday. No messages on Discord to say information on what's happened with the timings. So we will continue there on. Let's look at the position gains. Well, he's gained 10 places at P16. Velocity's gained 12 so far. Like I said, these guys haven't pitted yet. But yeah, most people haven't, to be honest. Safety car is in this lap. Right. Safety car in this lap. Callum will be making up training. Hasn't really backed out very quickly, to be honest. Compared to Semi-K's, the safety car was already in the pits by this point. Callum's left it. He's not left a gap to the safety car. He's just kept up right behind it. He's gone now. Aquino right behind him. Danger has a poor restart. He's got a 1.5 second gap already before you can get to turn 1. Poor restart by him. Passer actually to keep up here. Alpha Z's looking at the back of all back of him. Speed him still going to be easier to warm up. As Tex and Malarski are side by side. There's a touch and they're both round. And Malarski's round. And there's been a crash and Malarski's now out as Moncho crashes into the side of him and his wheel has been ripped off. Mukindo has gone, Mancho has, no, sorry, Malarski went round, somebody went into the side of him, lost his wheel, and yep, I think Sant might have been the one that went into him, but somebody definitely did. There's a McLaren round, there's a Fita round. Somebody different went into him. Who went into the side of him, I don't know. I can't see who had damage. The Ferrari going very slow. Distry, lots of weaving going across here. Why is Distry going slow? Got a front wing. Who crashed with Magriski? I can't see a car with no front wing here. Unless it was Sant. Sant's front wing in fact. So I'm confused. Have those gone wide? Not sure why Sant's on. Oh, it's just crashed himself. No, it's definitely not an impact. Yellow flags. So it's just for signs, isn't it? Now trying to chase down Alpha Z. Alpha Z's lost a lot. So there's a lot of time to Pazza. Distry's in the pits. Maybe he did get damage off that incident. New front wing. So yeah, I think it must have been Distry. He went into the side of Rowski. Rowski's car just didn't ghost compared to what he should have done. Compare Samra and I think it was an Aston Martin went round right in front of me at turn 5 on lap 1. Luckily they both ghosted, but for some reason there he didn't ghost even though he was slower. Just the car didn't ghost. Moncho, he's just breezed past the back Juan. Moncho's obviously using lower wings. Pecker's has got like 5 penalties this break, I swear. Maldi's got past Alpha Z. I've been too busy focusing on Moncho overtaking. Must be some DRS move there, but now Maldi's going to have to try and find a gap. Oh, I think it might be a bit of lag. I maybe thought he was lost in rear end there for a second. DRS isn't able, so Maldi got that without DRS. Maldi now going to try and chomp down on Pazza on those hards. And Maldi be on the shout for try and fight first podium places. Again, lag just making it seem like that was generally definitely that was a spin that time. Maldi's lost a couple of tenths there. McKinnon took the lead, didn't see that. Cannon now down to B2. Danger's caught up that gap they lost on the restart. Just about within DRS Rowski's left. That's definitely on the line to take. McLaren, that's Rafita. Span for the 15th millionth time. Danger using a lot of overtake just to try and keep it in DRS here, which he hasn't. He hasn't got DRS, so he tried to get in DRS and he failed to do so, even though with the overtake. So Danger struggling to keep within DRS here. He needs to find keep it, needs to dig deep here. He's lost 2 tenths out of that corner alone. Needs to improve that corner. He's out of DRS again. He's struggling for these corners here. He's out of DRS. Maldi, he's lost more time here. Maldi seems to be struggling now. We're due to pit stop soon in a couple laps. Alpha Z picks up a penalty. Maldi's just took an alternate route through there. It's lost even more time. Maldi's struggling. He's losing time to Pazza. His hards are really starting to come into play now. He's going to start catching these guys up soon as those hards hold on. Callum. Right in the back, some more yellow flags. John Ronnie's out. Ronnie's out. Why he's gone on with Ronnie? Apparently he's crashed it at turn 5 and the safety car is back out once again. Safety car is out and I think all these hard, soft, medium ones are going to pit for hards now. And this is not good for Pazza because Pazza's still on his hards. He can't pit for mediums, so won't make it to the end. So he's either got to do a soft sort of strategy, or he's just going to have to stay on the hards and get trap position. But then he's going to be right up the arse with everyone else on fresh hards. So he's going to pit again. Well, pit for the first time, and then he's going to be pits up behind. So it's going to ruin Pazza's race, this is, as everyone else is now going to pit. And Dangerman's got to double stack here. Pazza might get a P3, P3 here. Maybe even Maldi gets a 3 P4. See what happens here. Passes on to the mediums, but they won't go to the end, unfortunately. McKinnon just gets ahead of Pazza. Dangerman loses that position, like I said, he did lose the position to him. Maldi is out just behind Dangerman. Lomlin has stayed out, Pirol has stayed out. They will have to pit again though, they're not going to get those tires to the end, that's for sure. Thing is, Memo's just come out on a 4 lap old set of hard. They're not going to get to the end. He's already done 4 laps. You don't have like 5-6 tyres like you did last time. Yeah, it's interesting to see how Pazza does this race, but I'm sure he's going to pit again. Those mediums going to do about 13 laps, 14 laps, and they really start to fall apart at that point. So it's going to be difficult for him to get those tyres at the end. Pirel's going to take experiment to soak in that P2 for now. Waiting for Sant, who's 42 seconds behind everyone. You get that gap down. I'm going to do a safety car because I don't know what to say. There's people on at the moment. So yeah, Callum's on. Obviously, Pirlo hasn't pitted yet. He's in P2, and No Means also hasn't pitted yet. Again, he's in P5. So he's split up the grid here. Obviously, Dangerous had to double stack behind Callum, and it's now put him behind Pazza. Whether it came out ahead of Lamelin is a different question. I'm not sure if that's the case. But it's definitely hurt him at one position anyway compared to Pazza. So maybe if he didn't get held up, maybe he would have been in P4, but obviously double stack because obviously killed him. But he had no choice, he had to pit. If he didn't pit, he would have just screwed himself up and he'd be dead last. So if he gets back in the pits again for a set of 4-5 lap old mediums, I'll just pit on the set of, they don't have the set of softs though, do they? They don't have 2 sets of fresh set of softs. So Tedgar should hopefully be in this lap. Sant will catch up to the back of them. Will be track extending Sant, especially into the safety car. Can't be costing some warnings. Right, let's get this race going because we need a bit bored here. What time is it? Yeah, it's already 9 o'clock already, and we're not even at halfway point yet. Still got at least another 20 minutes to go. Come on, Sant. And money's still on Callum here for his race victory. He's in the prime point to do so. Pazza, I just don't think those tyres are going to go to the end. He'd be rapid at the end on those softs, but whether he will actually get through the field is another question. US trains can make all the difference. Safety car is not in this lap. It is. It's a very, very, very late call. And Callum's got to now readjust very late on. The safety car is in this lap. Gone. He's gone now. Done it, and Pirlo has been caught napping it. McKindo, he needs to get past Pirlo as soon as possible. He can't let Callum run away with this. Passes on his mediums. He's going to be warmed up nicely. McKindo is going to have a switch up move on Pirlo here. Pirlo's going to try and fight this, I think. McKindo needs to find a way through here. He's not going to get around the outside. There isn't quite enough room. Pirlo's not the quickest driver in the world. McKindo needs to get past right now. Maldi's dropped to place. He's side by side with Tekers. Maldi's got the inside line for turn 5. He's just pushed Tekers off wide. And Maldi's kept that place for now, but he needs to keep that gap. Sweet. McKinno's struggling. He's already lost a second to Callum already. He's going to lose everything he has to try and get past him. Pirlo looks like he has the straight line speed. McKinnon's inside. Is he going to inside? Yes, he is. No, he's not. He's backed out of it. All his issues he's actually kept. Oh no, saying that, he's lost 3/10 through there. Is he going to do a cheeky dive bomb to hit? No. Pirlo's DG's doing that now and creating a huge train. So Alpha Z seems to drop a few places here. Pirlo uses a lot of ERS to try and keep ahead. He's overshot that. He's overshot that. This is McKinnon's time to shine. around the outsides, and he's got the move done. So Pirlo down into P3. Inter's turn now. McKinley's now finally free to try and get back up to the back of Callum here. Lohman is off. He's got gravel on his tyres. He is off the circuit. He is down, drops down into last place. So not doing very well for the Spanish drivers right now. F1X drivers are now taking the last 3 places that are still classified. Maldi's kept it ahead of Tekkers, but he's now going to find that gap, bring that gap back down to Dangerman. Gap's currently 1.4. McKinley's got 1.7 seconds to catch back up to Callum. DRS could be enabled next lap. So whether he can get back into this, McKinley's looks like he's had a poor sector here. Lost a couple of tenths to Callum. Maldi's actually gained some time to Callum here. Pirlo's actually holding his guys up, which is helping Maldi catch up here. DRS is now enabled. I'm sure Pazza will be happy with that, but I think he might get the move done now. Up into turn 1, he's got the dude, he's had to cut the corner, and he's round. Yep, that was just a clumsy move. He was never going to make that corner. He's not going to go forwards into the barrier, mate. And don't get stuck. Oh, he's coming out in a second. Oh, that's dangerous. That is very dangerous. But yeah, it was a clumsy move. He was never going to make it. He was nowhere near alongside into turn 1, and the contact was going to happen. He gave him the room, but just the way the line works, you're going to get cut off. So you should be patient. You should wait until turn 3, or wait until DRS, which will only be the next lap. So yeah, a danger, and Pirlo going side by side here. Oh, Maldi watches on in the distance, and a bit more ghosting going on, a bit of lag. Pirlo, danger gets through Pirlo. Danger does not appear like DRS. Alpha Z is victim of another penalty. Maldi's now within DRS of Pirlo here. No, he's not. He's been hit by Tekkers. He's been hit by Tekkers, and Maldi's lost multiple places here. He's dropped down to P10 here. He is going to be fuming in Nick cockpit. He's going to be absolutely fuming. Tekkers hit the back of him, and it sent Maldi round. There might be a penalty going Tekkers' way, because you can't be taking people out like that. It's just not fair. Maldi's on the way there. He's on for a podium at this point. He's now lost about 10 seconds, about 5-6 seconds. He's now going to try and catch back up here. He's going to hope Pirlo makes a big, massive train. He needs to stay calm here. Yeah, there's no choice to. No, I think that penalty, that's him. He's obviously annoyed. He's obviously now picking up penalties. How many penalties does Tekkers up, by the way? I want to do it without, like, seeing everyone else lap times. Penalties are 2 penalties so far. He's actually got 3 warnings and got away with it. That might be the collision actually. So he's already 1 on warning off, getting another penalty here. So McKinley's closing that gap down very slowly here, but he's got a lot more ERS to play with. McKinley's not doing too bad as ERS either, but Callum's saved all of this. Still got 87% stored in the tank here compared to Pirlo. He's had 0. Tekkers doesn't have DRS down the straight, but Memo does. So does Moncho. Alpha Z is just struggling a bit at the moment. District kind of in the middle of nowhere at the moment. It's getting closed down by STB Maldi. It's just going a bit quicker right now. Getting a couple of tenths through there. Juan and Gravita are in a bit of battle. There's been a bit of colliding here. This has obviously cost each other time. And then you've got Sant and Lomelin behind them, trying to find their way through as well. But Tekkers and Pirlo are side by side. Pirlo's using everything they've got. Both of them have got no ES left to play with. Tekkers has to take back out Memo's now going to hitch back onto the back of this now. Monchar's also licking his lips here. He's using overtake mode. He's going to get it past. He's going to make the move mode. No, he's going to back out there. So all that overtake, and then you're just going to back out on it. You might as well just save it until later on. Alpha Z is just not quite there. District's not there either. Maldi's caught at the back of District. Maldi will have DRS coming down this straight into turn 1 and turn 3. So Maldi will have DRS. And then with Tekker's DRS for him. Pirel's got the straight line speed for now. As Callum picks up a penalty, that's going to be crucial for that race victory. As Callum McKinnon is now within DRS of him. Tekker's trying to do everything he can. DRS, but Pirel just seems to be running a bit lower wings. No, he thinks about it. Pirel keeps his line. Maldi past District up into P9. Shouldn't be there, but wasn't his fault, and it's yellow flags. There's a Haas. It's Alpha Z's round. He's lost his front wing. He is out of this race. That's his whole front wing gone. He won't have any downforce left on that front end of that Haas. So that promotes everyone behind him a free slot. Now Maldi's got 6 seconds to catch up to Moncho here. There's a safety car. There's another safety car. And he's got a drive-through penalty for speed under the safety car. Interesting. And then another safety car. It's just going to make this race longer now, isn't it? Already at 9:07 here at the United Kingdom of England. Or England of the United Kingdom, should I say. Wrong way around. Callum's in the pits. Callum's in the pits. He's going to go and strap on a set of softs here. This is an aggressive strategy. But this is probably the best strategy. Pirel's also in. Memo's also in. Tekker's is staying out. There's a mixture of strategy here. Memo's in the pits. I think this is probably the better strategy, to be honest. Memo's also in the pits. Maldi is just about a gap behind to get away with not double stacking too heavily behind Moncho. Moncho's already out his pit box. Yeah, pretty smoothly, not gonna lie. On a set of softs. As Pazza stays out, he's in the pits. So Maldi's gonna come out on P10, Moncho on P9. There's a bit of mixture now on hards and softs. No, those softs are gonna be so quick. They're gonna be 2 seconds a lap faster without an issue. And they will very easily go to the end from here with the safety car. So Callum is going to be rapid. I think Callum will win this race now by about 3 or 4 seconds. No doubt about it. I don't know why no one else pitted, to be honest, and covered them off. Because now they're sitting ducks. Absolutely sitting ducks. Dangerman McKindo might not even be on the podium in this race. Okay, maybe Dangerman might be because he's got no penalties, but McKindo, I don't think he'll be on the podium. I think people like Maldi or and Callum and maybe Memo or something, or maybe Moncho and stuff like that will pass him for the lead of the race. Well, for the podium position, so to say. But as soon as Callum gets past McKindo, Pirel then follow through, Memo then follow through, then Moncho and Maldi then will come through. Some places as Moncho off the track. Memo's off to place a Pirel here, I think. Let's just mix up in grid slots. Anyway, hopefully safety car should be in this lap. I'm hoping it's as short as possible. So McKindo leads this race. I'm still on for Callum winning this race with no softs now. He's going to be very quick. Tekker's Alakers is now going to be on big under fire on Callum now. McKinnon and Dangerman are going to be preying on him to hold him back. But those softs are going to be so quick, it's going to be unbelievable. Rafita's onto softs, so it's into. Looks like they're making that switch. Too late for it now. Oh, and into this left session. Not sure whether that's just a disconnection or not. Ah, I'm getting the buttons confused. There we go. Pazza. Try and get him back in. Hopefully safety cars in his lap. Got kind of leading this race. But a lot of people on the hards here still. What's going on here? Got Tekker's trying to overtake Danger on here. Inter's just catch up to the back of the Grippers Packers field here. Bit of a late call if it comes up now. Nah, it's going to be another lap, is it? It's going to be another lap of safety car here. So, another lap of safety car. We have got 6 laps to go. Do not go now, because this is exciting a bit. It's about to happen. Will these hard runners get absolutely chomped up by the soft runners? Otherwise, it's be gap between Maldi and Moncho. Maldi's going to hope if Maldi can get past Moncho and then get past Juan, he's then somehow going to get past Memo and Pirlo. Hopefully, I hope he's got some cars and he'll be backlogged here. Because even at the softs, they're going to have so much grip, they actually have to lift off, and when you lift off, it actually throws all of the cars off. So it might create a bit of confusion with the rate of speed on those softs compared to the medium, and compared to those hard tyres. They're going to be so quick though. As Inter, I don't know how he's chopped off this far. I think Inter's made a mistake. He's had a span. And then Inter's AI's then passed through and obviously slowed down. I don't know how he's been under a safety car. I don't think he's just pitted. You know what? I don't know. And Inter's just passed Sant? I'm confused. Pass just overtook 2 cars now. Under the safety car. That's his AI as well. I don't know. But safety car is in this lap and Pazzo's got a 5 time to take no union flags. And that's purely on the AI, that is. Oh no, don't like this. I don't like this at all. Anyway, back to the front. Akindo will lead this off the start. Will lead the restart here. Dangerman's been portal in his restarts. And he's still pulling his restarts now. He's shocking restart by the Mercedes. Tekken is doing no better. As Callum is now going to be on those softs. He's going to be so quick. Watch this. He's going to be right up his chuff. Going to turn 1. Look how much grip he's got. Look at it. Callum's moved through here now. ERS open. Tekken has got no chance. Callum's going to outbrake him here. No trouble at all. Those softs are going to give him so much more grip. Into turn 3. Up into P3 now. Pirlo's gained a place as well. Distry's lost another place. Maldi's gained a place. Juan's lost 2 places. Those hards are just not working. Oh no! And Moncho's round. And that gives Maldi a free place. Maldi's got away with it. He's not making any contact with him. It gives Maldi a free place. Up into P8 now. He's now going to chase after these leaders. These hard runners are sliding each other down. Callum, he's now trying to overtake Callum. Dangerman, sorry, his teammate. Callum's already passed Dangerman. Those softs are working very well. Look how much grip he takes. Look how much pulls away. Oh, we don't make a mistake though. Memo is round. Memo's round. And Maldi is up to P7. Distry's back onto P6. Memo's done what he always does. He always seems to spin, regardless of what it is, whether it's qualifying the race, what tyre compound, or weather conditions it is. He always finds himself fighting backwards at some point. But fucking hell. Pirlo up into P5. Another thought he'd be P5 after last week. Fucking hell, he's getting lapped. Memo's making his spun again. McKindo to fast lap of the race with Callum. Such fast lap of the race on those softs. Now, he's got to gain. Well, he'll be up here, he'll be right up behind him by the end of this lap, ready for DRS to be enabled. Pirlo, no, up the back of Tekker's. Maldi, so up the back of Destry. Memo's just being, I don't even know anymore. Maldi's going to try and find a way through Distry. Going to have so much more grip around here. Those hards are pathetic compared to these softs. But you can't make the move now. Can't make the move. No, don't. Oh my, he's got to make the move now. He's done it. He's done it for here. The most unorthodox place you can make an overtake. And he's gone and done it. Lost a bit of time by taking it over through there. But he's got the place done. Now he's going to drain his ERS. There's a full. Another safety car. What for? What for? Oh no! Are these hard runners going to pit? Is it really worth pitting this late now? The damage has already been done. Will it be worth it? I don't know. But I don't think it would be, to be honest. I think you would just lose too many places, wouldn't you? So, this has hindered the soft runners. This has hindered the soft runners, because soft runners can't take advantage of those softs. Those hards are going to hold on for a couple more laps now. Be quite a short safety car, although in memory it's about 5 light years behind. So everyone will have to cat back out. This is the 4th safety car of the race. Oh, I was hoping for exciting last 5-6 laps here. But no, safety car's ruined it. I'm not sure, maybe it was Alpha Z. He's got no front wings. I think it was Alpha Z's collision with the barriers has caused the safety car. It's not the first time. He's going to be using Juan's front wings this week. Loman's also in the pits. Onto a fresh set of softs, definitely to lose. Alpha has actually retired from the race. He's given up. I think Memo should do the same thing, to be honest. Right, hopefully. Oh, I hope the safety car will be in this lap. Memo's got a penalty, for fuck's sake. Memo. I would have wished he was behind the cars at this moment in time, but he's too far behind. I want the safety car to be in this lap, but it's going to be next lap because he's too far behind. So I hate when there's one car really far behind. It stops the safety car from coming in. Can't just take the safety car and go now. Screw Memo, he's just going to spin it again. Let's get this race going. Loman's just caught up. Let's go racing. Why can't we go now? Unless you want to do Michael Massey. Shouldn't really mention that, to be honest. But yeah, fortunately, another lap of safety car, annoyingly. There's always one. There's always that one annoying person that just ruins everything. And today it's Memo. Flying through the chicane, waiting for him as the rest of the grid. Going through the last corner here. He's using ERS to try to catch up here. Oh dearie me. He's going to be setting the fastest lap of the race, this bloody right. Imagine if he does set the fastest lap of the race under the safety car. This will be Nikita Mazepin's shit, this will be at Belgium. Here we go. What's he going to do? Nope, it wasn't. He was 6 tenths down. He will catch up in there, the safety car. He'll be caught up by that turn 5. Anyway, McKindo is still on the hards. Callum's on the softs. His tyres are going to start being a bit more worn now at this point compared to last time, but they're still going to be quick on those hards though, for sure. Same with Pirlo and Maldi. Maldi's got a penalty. Pirlo doesn't have a penalty, by the way. I think Pirlo might actually be on for a podium here. I generally think Pirlo's on for a podium. If he can keep it clean, I think he's actually on for a podium here. He's got 2 warnings, 3 warnings. One might be in a collision. But whatever it is, Pirlo's got 1 more warning and Pirlo is going to be off that podium, I think. We'll see how it goes. Safety car is in this lap finally. We will have 2 last laps of racing. Pardon me. So the grids hopefully that actually close in. Pazza has not gone back into his car. So he will get going as McKindo is supposed to do what he's supposed to do and actually build a big gap between him and the safety car. When's McKindo going to go? When is he going to launch it? He's going to launch it now. He's gone. He's got. No, he's backed out. Back on it. Back on it again. He's gone. Now he's gone. And Callum is right back at those soft tyres, giving really good traction. Up into turn 1. Move can't be done here. Take a corner cutting line. Waves his way through. Now. Oh, dangerous round. Oh, there's been a massive crash. Danger Run is out. He spun it out of turn 2. He's out of this race. And that navigates everyone up into a place. As Juan is fighting with Tekker's. Tekker's had some sort of incident here. Tekker's got no front wing either, so Tekker's race is out. He needs to get out of the way. He's just going to create he's going to create massive crashes here. Danger has left the session. But yeah. Yeah, in the front. McKindo has lost the lead to Callum. He's had a good exit out of the chicane. He's going to try and fight him. He has to. If he wants any chance of winning this race, he needs to move. But those soft tyres are going to be so grippy. But it's getting inside anyway. And he's pushed him off. What a move! On the hard tyres, they're going to be so much less grip. And he still finds the manage to grip. But now Callum has the inside line and the better tyres. But he's just not. I think those soft tyres are already starting to go off. But he's got look how much traction he's got. Those soft tyres are just too good. And now Sant has dropped places. I think Rafita's had some mistakes. Not sure what's going on here. Maldi's up to P3 by the way, but he's got that penalty to worry about. So that's the only problem with Maldi. Then again, so is McKindo and Callum. At this rate, this podium won't be the podium. It will be the next 3 cars below. Let's put it on to leader so I know what's going on. Right now, Maldi's going to be at the podium, but McKindo and Callum, they might have a chance here still to be on the podium. I think they're definitely ahead of Distry, so I think they're at least both on for at least a P4 here. I think they might be on for at least a P2. I think Pirlo is out of them. But Maldi, that gap is 1.6, 1.7. That gap's 2 seconds now. Can Maldi gain a second to keep that podium? Looks like it's going to be Callum McKindo 1-2. Rafita is battling with Juan. Side by side, into chicane. Will they be able to take it soft versus hard? Those softs are going to be so much better. Juan has kept the lead for now. Anna McLaren's in the ball, that's Memo. Unsurprisingly. In the barriers. And now Mancho's up inside of Juan, but nothing being done. Anna McLaren's done. What's going on with McLaren's lately? Bloody hell. Mancho's in the barriers. As Callum comes around the last corner, he will win the Australian Grand Prix. McKindo will go at second. Maldi, will he get third place? Will he? Will he? He has! He's got it! Maldi's got P3! Absolutely unbelievable things. He's gained that gap that he needs to get ahead of Pirro. I think Pirro also picked up a penalty in the end, I think. So Maldi, out of nowhere, from like P10 on the safety car restart, he's got a P3. He's going to be ecstatic with that result in the end. He's not had the greatest of race, but it's all come down to him at the end. And what a great comeback that was from ST Maldi to get P3. Obviously, great pull away. McKindo's done pretty well to hold on for that P2. Driver of the day is going to go to Maldi. I've got to give it to him, I think. It's difficult between him and Callum. Callum was just dominating, but I think Maldi's just did so well to come back. He's fought through so many bad moments and he still found a way to get back through the field. After all the shit he's been put through, he's still come back and got that car onto the podium. Done a George Russell in that Williams. But Callum is your Tier 3 Australian Grand Prix race winner. It had some quiet moments. Safety cars kind of made it boring. They had about 10 laps under the safety car. We only had about 2/3 of the race that actually ran under the green flag, so we didn't have as much action as we probably wanted to. Callum wins the race, fastest lap as well. He wins the Australian Grand Prix here. McKindo 8/10 behind. Maldi somehow managed to find a gap in the end, gets P3. Let's get him into the party, and then Maldi can definitely get some. Can get Callum McKindo in for the can as well. Pirlo P4, Distry P5, Juan P6, Moncho P7, Rafita P8, Loman P9. Danger after that collision. The exit of turn 2 after the restart, down in P10 in the end. Inter with disconnection. P11. Tekkers with his front wing loss at the end of the race, down in P12 with those 9 seconds of penalties. Sand also got involved in collisions as well, down in P13. Memory spun about 15 million times, down in P14. And your retirements are Alpha Z, Urani, Wiriski, Anida, Matador, and Shia. So they are your DNFs. We're trying to see if we can get people in the party. Aldi. I'm not sure if we can get Callum and McKindo in the party as well, if we can. No, that's Juan. I don't want Juan. Ah, it's gone. Let's go on to McKindo's in. Try and get Callum in as well. Trying to recent players. Right, just trying to get in Callum if we can. But we will start the interviews off with ST Maldi for P3 in the end. So if we'd like to include you in audio, ST Maldi.
Yeah, it's included.
Right, it was certainly a roller coaster of a ride for you in that race. You had so many ups and downs during that race. I've lost count for what happened. And you still found yourself a great comeback in the end and a great pull away from Pirro to get that 3 second gap in the end of the last lap. Just give us a rundown. Just try and keep it in the time.
Well, obviously, I started P16 on the grid. I couldn't get the laps in. I just don't know. It just felt weird. I couldn't get the lap in. So it was quite a hard starting from P16 on the grid, but then I got up to around like P8, P9 for the race, lap 1. That was a good start. And then all I was thinking about was just getting as many points as possible. I had a little collision with Tekers in middle of the Grand Prix.
Yeah, I saw that.
Where he hit me. I actually sustained rear wing damage from that. So it seems like when I have rear wing damage, I always get some sort of a good comeback.
Yeah,
Mexico, then Bahrain. But I must say, sorry if I pronounce your name wrong, Make, Tendu and Callum, I was hoping that they crashed out in the gravel trap into the right-hander, the little hairpin corner. I was hoping they were going to go in the gravel, but no, they had a great battle at the end there. But yeah, I just really pushed hard to get out the gap, and I'm happy with the podium. I'm aiming for a top 5 every race to be consistent as possible. So yeah, we'll go to Miami now, and yeah.
Yep. So great comeback there, Maldi. So well done on that. Well done, building podium. All right, Mike Nintendo. I don't know how I'm going to pronounce your name, but I'm not sure how good your English is. But just give us a brief rundown how your race went with Callum, if you can. That'd be great.
It was, I think, very well. Instead of I could have won it, but I choked it by not going on the soft tire.
Yeah, I saw that. It's obviously a bit of a mix-up. Obviously, you don't want to take that risk, but that soft tire seemed to work out in the end. But unfortunately, but it's still a great result in the end for P2 there. So on to the next one, I guess. And so congratulations on your P2 anyway.
Yeah, thank you.
It doesn't look like Callum is able to join the party, Maldi. So I think we might leave it there for this. Well, yeah, it was certainly a roller coaster of a ride. That race was quite boring at times. We've had about a third of the race under the safety car, but that's fine. But on to Miami next week, as we're going for our debut race at Florida in Miami for the Miami Grand Prix. So join us then for the first ever Miami Grand Prix next week on Monday for Tier 1. Join Maldi in the combox then and see me back on the podium hopefully next week. But thank you very much for watching, and goodbye and on to Miami.